its ups and downs. Turn your pretty face to an ugly frown. Seems that when I fix one thing.
Hello, welcome back to The Awakening. I'm your host, Angela Brown. Today's topic for discussion is Be a Star in the Book. My guest today is Jeffrey Taylor. She just moved here right before 2001, around 2001 from California. And she gave me a ringy-ding at home, and here we are today. And I hope you'll enjoy the next 30 minutes as much as I'm going to enjoy doing it. Welcome, welcome, welcome.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Oh, you're welcome, welcome, welcome. Why did you... Well, you've watched my show, you said.
Yes.
And you enjoy the show. That's good. That's good.
I've seen several of your shows. I saw the one with the young lady that did the HIV segment.
Yes.
I enjoyed that one. And I also saw the one with the daycare person.
Yes.
And anything related
Heavenly.
to children, I'm going to watch it.
Okay, Jeffrey, I want you to tell me what this is and what that is and how you did it and why you enjoy it so much. I can tell you enjoy it because you love it.
Okay, well, I started my business and it's called My Mom's Personalized Children Books, and what I do is personalize the books for children. I take their name, their parents' names, 2 or 3 of their friends, their hometown, and this book really become them. They enjoy the book and they see their name in print, and this gives them so much self-esteem, and they want to read this book over and over and over again. So I'm very pleased with my concept.
But how did you think of this? You must have a magical brain.
Well, by reading and studying, and when I was teaching, I did a lot of personalized children books.
Really?
And yes, the children would write their own books and use their name. And so I said, oh, what a good idea. So when I finished teaching and retired, I found a company that did this, and I thought that this is what I can do.
This is what you can do.
Yes.
Well, I have a great niece. I'm going to have you do one for her. Her name is Keely.
Keely.
She's Asian, and she's going to be 9 years. Well, she's 9 years old yesterday, so our party's this Saturday.
Would be delighted to do a nice book
and I will pay
for her.
you for it. But she is my heart. I mean,
wow.
Yeah, when she was born,
I
her
love
mother,
the name Keely. That's another thing. I'm really, really tied into names. I do name research.
She's very precocious and very smart. She won a grant down at George Washington School of Art for the best picture in 2nd grade.
My goodness.
You should see her drawings. They're fabulous.
Let her keep it up.
Oh, are you kidding? I'm looking for an art school right now to send her to.
With all kinds of things in that area.
You know, what you're doing is a lifesaver for children, because the simple fact, the kids are running wild today. There's the drug, there's alcohol. Like I told you, I lost one to murder and I lost the other one to surgery.
Oh, I was so sad to hear that.
I know, but you know, there's a reason for everything.
Yes, it is. That is so very, very true.
But where did you get the name Jeffrey? It's a gentleman's name, isn't it not?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
In my family, I'm from a very large family. As a matter of fact, it was 11 of us. And
your mom was busy.
She was very busy. And I don't know if she was tired or whatever, but she would let the older kids name the younger ones. And so my brother wanted a brother, and so he named me Jeffrey. And so what she did, she took the Y off and added an E. So it's Jeffere. And that's how I got my name.
So he got a brother and a sister together. The name was.
Yes.
Name was.
Yes.
Now, how long have you been doing this kind of work?
I've been really into the personalized children books for about 2 years. And I always try to do a field study. And what I did, I made lots of books for close friends and friends of their friends. And they have enjoyed them so much. And now I'm ready to move out.
You're ready to go forward.
And make our income on this. And what I do with the books also is I would like to be a part of the hospitals and I have a baby book for newborns, and would like to be a part of the school system because grades are pre-K through third grade. This is one way they learn to read, and through self-esteem is to see their name in print. So I would like to be a part of that. So I'll be getting in touch with these individuals to see
I'm sure
what
you're
they
going to do
would
very, very well.
like to, have this kind of. And I also have, excuse me, I also would love to work with business owners, have them come in because of inflation and all of this.
Yes.
Business owners can adopt a class at any school they want to, and I will do a book for every child individually.
Okay.
And they will get the advertisements and rewards in the book. So
Okay.
it's a win-win situation.
It's a win-win separation.
So
Okay.
these are the things that I have in mind that I
And
would
you
like
live
to go
here,
forward
and you live
with.
here in Bowie as well?
I live in Upper Marlboro.
Upper Marlboro?
Yes.
Okay. Do you date?
Do I date?
Yes. I have to know that. I have to know that.
You know what? It would be nice to have someone to go out to dinner with and
Okay,
to
guys, you're
enjoy
listening.
and to enjoy an evening with, but I have not found anyone that.
What's when you don't look is when you find. What the Bible say? Seek and ye
Yes,
shall
seek and ye
find.
shall find.
Yes.
Well, maybe I have not.
Maybe you've not been going to the right places, huh?
Maybe so. I'm not
But
sure.
you're so jolly and so friendly, and you're a very beautiful lady.
Well, thank you very much.
And I don't see
Thank
why you couldn't have someone take you out to dinner.
Well, I would enjoy that. I've always been sweet, charming person.
You
My
are.
high school, I was the class sweetheart, and I was also Miss. My name Miss. Well, I went to Booker T. Washington, and I was Miss Booker T. Washington in 1958. I guess I shouldn't give numbers.
Don't worry about it. You don't look a day over 25. Come on. You don't.
Well, thank you.
So how have you adjusted coming from California here?
My first year that I came, it was not easy, but I just kind of was frustrated and didn't know about the snow because I had never been in snow before.
Never?
And never been in snow. And it was that year, snow just really was really high. And I was worried about going outside. And then I thought about, well, why do you need to go outside?
Yes.
But it's okay there. I love the snow, and I love the seasonals. I love the summer, winter, fall, and spring. I love that now. So I'm enjoying it, and the culture that you get here, you can't beat it. Lots of culture in San Francisco and Berkeley too, but here it's very, very nice.
You really you enjoy it more here than a
Well, when it's really, really stormy, I have friends back there that I usually go visit, so I'm sort of out of that. So,
but we haven't had a winter at all this year.
This winter was great.
We've had a spring.
It was a great winter.
It's been a wonderful.
I didn't even go back to California this winter.
Well, good.
So it was a great winter. We didn't have a good wild winter, if you want to say.
So you only had one daughter.
I only had one.
Tell me something about her.
Oh, yeah, she's a precious, precious, precious girl. Well, woman now. She has always been ambitious. She went to Berkeley High School.
Good school.
And then she went on to Stanford University. And I think she was around 12 years old. She knew what she wanted to be.
What was that?
And it was pediatrician. She had a female pediatrician.
Wonderful.
And she knew that, and so this was her goal, and she just like a horse with binders, she just stayed on the course. And so she went to Stanford, then she got her public health at the University of Michigan.
Okay.
And then she came here to University of Virginia to get her medical degree. And this is why I'm here, because I thought she was coming back to California, but she said, oh no, Mommy, I'm going to stay in this area. So she married and has 2 daughters now. And
how old are they?
They are 10 and 12.
Oh my, the precocious
And they are very
ages.
sweet girls. They go to Georgetown Day.
Wonderful.
And they are doing very, very, very well. They are readers.
Readers.
And you know, readers make all of our good
Yes,
readers. So
yes.
they are definitely good readers.
But what I see in your face and I hear in your voice is that you are a dedicated mom.
Yes,
And
I gave
you-
up everything for my
Yeah, you were
daughter,
very
and I noticed
dedicated.
it in her. She's doing the same thing.
And you found out what she wanted.
Right, and just
Was her
stayed
life,
with her.
and you stayed with her, and you kept her on the straight line.
That's
if
true.
there was only more.
TV only on Saturday mornings, and I
girl.
work within her. I sat there with her while we watched
See,
TV.
What do you think about the stupid computers? The way the kids are up half the night, they're twittering, they're doing this, they're doing that.
Well, it goes back to the parents. My child couldn't
Yes,
do
that's
that.
what we're going to talk about it.
That my
Right.
child could not do that.
Right.
So
there are,
it was-
there's boundaries for everything.
It's boundaries for everything,
Yeah.
and they may not like it, but you're not your child's friend. You're
their-
their parent.
You're their
And
parent,
I
and it's your
think-
responsibility
and
that they
it's
have a
my
good life.
responsibility to see that that is not going on, because there's
Right.
other things. And when you tweet and when you Facebook, you're just jumbling up words and messing up the English language,
Right.
and it's not good. It's not good at all.
No.
You know, you don't even make a complete set of yo this and no.
But you must give a child, what's the word I want to use? Confidence.
You have to.
You have to, because
You
like I
have to
told you
give
with my
them
9-year-old
confidence.
niece, I told you can do anything. You can be anything. And I'm on her like a
And I was-
flea on dogs.
Right. Now, I'm not, Berkeley was very culture oriented. And Christy was in the main, she was in the upper classes in all of her classes.
Wonderful.
And she wanted to do it, and I didn't have to push her. She was just that kind of.
But you instilled that into her
But
through her life.
it
You-
started very
you
young,
did, yeah.
because even when I came here, I said, I used to read to you 25 books a day. And she said, oh, I can't do that. And I said, yes, you can. I said, go to the library, and they don't have to all be, thick books. Just have 25 books. For some reason, that's a magic number. And so she started. And she said, oh, yes. And so she started doing the 25 books a week for her children. And so it just sort of worked itself out. And her kids are the best readers now.
That's
But
wonderful.
you can just read along to a child, and you're going to see some
Yes.
progress. And that's why I like my books. And
you're
if they
giving
see
them-
their name in the book,
Exactly.
it really, pays off. It's just great.
Well, it's like my niece, who is the mom of this little girl, Keely. She dropped out of school, and I thought, oh, no, girl, oh, no, no, no. I got her back in so she could finish high school. I got her in computer classes. I got her in anything and everything I could.
That she-
And today she's working for a plastic surgeon. She's
Great.
making good money. She's
Very
got her
good.
own home.
Good.
And there's a daddy
those are the
involved,
good-
but she says, Aunt Rose, I'm not ready to get married. She just turned 27.
Wow.
But she's the Rock of Gibraltar. I mean, there isn't anything she can't do.
Right. Good for you. That is
So
great.
now you were married, I'm sure.
Yes,
Did you
I
go
was
through a
married
divorce?
and was divorced when Krista was around 5.5 years old.
Was that
It just-
devastating to her with Dad
It
being
was
gone?
definitely devastating, and I could feel her hurt, and but it didn't work for the two of us.
Right.
And so,
So you made the
I
right
felt
choice.
that it was the best decision to separate.
Mm-hmm.
But well, time heals. So
Yes, it does.
eventually, time healed, and she went on with her. But she loved her father, and she just sort of thought it was not good for the two of us.
Mm-hmm.
But she just didn't quite understand.
Does she see him often, or did she see him often?
He is deceased, but when he was living, he had his, visitation, and he would come in.
That's good that you had that.
Yeah, yeah. He was there for her when he was living, but he died of a heart attack.
That's too bad.
7, 8, I guess about 12 years ago.
12 years ago.
Yeah, very young.
Yeah. How did she take that?
It was sort of sad for her. She just, felt that, that she had a good time with him, and I don't think she had any regrets, because,
Right.
he had his share of, time with her just like I did.
But you weren't in a mean, bad situation,
Oh,
like
no.
fighting and arguing.
No,
See,
never,
that's what
never,
is another thing.
never,
Yeah.
Never. No, I always encouraged him to. She was an ice skater.
Oh.
She was in ice skating, and she would skate, and he would pick her up and take her, from skating. They'll do their own little thing. But no, I don't think it's fair because she's, half mine, half his. So
Right, it takes two.
that's how we handle it.
It's wonderful. I hope a lot of women, I have a lot of women viewers.
I just don't think it's fair to keep back. You only hurt yourself inward to do those kind of things, and he has half there, and he should share her life with, just like you're doing.
Right.
And that's the way I see it.
But it's good that you had a healthy place in your heart for him.
Yeah,
There's
I
no
had
anger,
no problems with him.
No problem. Why'd you get a divorce then?
I mean, we just didn't see eye to eye on things that we should have seen eye to eye. And I think it was a lot of things that we did not discuss before marriage.
Okay, such as for the ladies who are waiting to get married.
Money was one issue.
Okay, how to spend it?
And how to spend it. And another issue that I had that sort of was crumbling for me, I would work and come home, and there was some discussion if dinner wasn't ready on time, and I'm working
Really?
too.
Yeah.
So it was that kind of little thing that bothered me. And another little thing that sort of edged me was he was a military person, and he liked everything a certain way.
Oh, of course, of course.
I, with my schedule, taking care of the baby and taking care of my school.
You worked then? You were working?
Yeah, I was working.
Okay.
So I would just fold his clothes, his T-shirts and his shorts, and he would be so upset if I fold one of them wrong because that was a certain way he wanted them.
Oh, my.
And I say, oh, my. So these were little things that were just sort of tacked on. So eventually we both decided that it was best.
It's best.
That we go out separate. And I'm, I've had a great life. I've had a great life.
It's not over yet. You got plenty more time to go.
And so I'm, and I enjoy my life. But that was sort of how it went, and that how we kind of got separated.
But you have to be very proud to have a daughter like you have.
I am. I really am. Christy is just a wonderful person. I don't know if I mentioned to you, this is her brochure. She's starting something new in the area. It is the Connoisseur Pediatrics, whereas she's gone back to the old system.
Making house calls?
Making house calls.
Oh.
And she's enjoying it, and her areas are D.C., Washington, D.C., Virginia, and surrounding areas. And
this is like the Westerns I've watched where the doctor would come into the poor little houses and deliver the babies.
She has a little briefcase. She takes it right in.
Yes.
And
this is fabulous.
And she's really having a great time.
Because it's what was meant to be.
I think so.
But it took you. It was you, Jeffrey.
Well, I had it. She understands that,
I know, it was you. You were the backbone for her, okay?
That is
You
very
didn't
good.
go out dating and drinking, bringing home men.
No, I would never do that.
And I'm going to get a lot of calls on this, but I'm not putting down women. There's each woman is different.
Right.
We are.
Right.
We're very, very
well,
different.
I was just really, after the separation and the divorce, I was determined that she not be a welfare person or, a bad person. So we had a little village there. I didn't do this by myself.
Right.
In California, I have a very very large community that in our church, and the name of our church was the Church by the Side of the Road.
Oh, the church by the side of the road.
And it was about 300 members there, and we all knew each other, and we just sort of dedicated ourselves to the children. and we would work on Saturdays, do fundraisers, and help them do different little things when they wanted to. And
I bet you took her to church every Sunday, didn't you?
every Sunday, yes, she knows that. And she said, and when I came here, I was looking for this little 300 kind of church, and she said, "Mommy, I don't think you're going to find it here. They are all these big, huge." So we found our Largo Community Church, and it is not 300, but it's smaller than most of them, and I enjoyed that one. I'm meeting some nice people, nice ladies, and enjoying that. I go to our service, the first service every Sunday, and I go to our Bible class on Wednesday mornings.
How long has your daughter been married?
Let's see. I would say Christy married in, I had surgery in 95, 96. So I would say about 15, about as long as I had breast cancer.
15
about 15
years.
or 16 years.
Does
And she has a lovely husband. He is he went. That's why they met at Stanford. He went to Stanford too, but he lives here.
What was he majoring in?
He's in engineering.
Engineering. That's
Yes,
good.
yes,
That's
and,
good.
yes. And they have two. Well, he has his own business. He's does contracts for the government, and they also have a little business for children too called Pump It Up. Are you familiar with Pump It
Yes,
Up?
I am. Yes,
yeah. Well,
I
they
am.
have one in Waldorf, and it's a very good. They're doing quite well with it. They have a partner. They have two. Another couple that they.
But see, you have to be invested and interested in what your child is doing. Wouldn't you say that?
It's almost.
I really want to get the point across on that because you're a great mom.
Well, thank you.
I think you're
But
great
it's
in everything you
almost-
do, and I haven't even known you a half an hour yet.
It's almost. You just can't let a child take you can't take for granted that the child is involved. You have to really be there.
Yeah, so you can see.
And work with that child, finding out, what's going on in his classes, how things are going, and making sure that this child is doing above grade level. I don't like the minimum and the just getting by the C's.
I agree.
I like for the child to do more than above, and that's how I taught. My kids all realized that I wanted more than above. You do your very, very best, 110%,
Right.
not just 1%. And many of my kids, they have found me on the internet and they on the Facebook, and they are just so successful. They are, one I think is working as director with Saturday Night Live, and one is a producer. They are just doing great things. And when they found me on Facebook, they said, "Miss Taylor, you are responsible for this." They just loved it. And I had a great time teaching. It was just fabulous. I had some wonderful, wonderful teaching experiences.
You come from a very great family.
I came from a great family, a loving family, a big family. We didn't have very much, but we shared
you
with
had
what
love.
we had. And love, that's what we had.
Love
Lots
is the
of
number
love,
one, and
lots of
respect.
Love and respect
Yes.
each other. Yes, indeed.
Because I know today all moms can't be like you, but you work too. But today the times are so hard.
Well, times were hard for me, but I was just, I don't know, it was my training. I wanted a productive person, whether it was a boy or a girl. I wanted her to be able to be an individual who can stand on her own 2 feet and do what she needed to do when, the time comes. And I put my heart and soul in that.
That's very
Yeah,
good.
yeah.
You have a lot of love in you too. I can see it.
Well, thank you very much. And I try to give it away, to other people as I go. Many times I go into places and people say, "Oh, you're so attractive." I say, "Oh, you are too," and we'll start talking.
Men?
And no,
I'm going to pick your brain. I told you while you're here.
Some men do admire me. I was in Wegmans the other day, and this man said, "Oh, you look so great." And I say, "Well, thank you." But I didn't stop to say anything else.
That is wonderful. You
Maybe
see?
I should have.
Well, you'll know if it's real.
Oh my gosh.
But you know, I'm not
Yeah.
here to put down moms and dads, but I wish they would give more devotion to their children.
I just wish that they would too. And I think that, I hate to say, but I think our African American children really need it. You know, they need, all the kids need it, but look like the African American children seem to be at the bottom. I worked at several schools just volunteering, and I see that they are just not getting the reading and just not being productive as I think they should.
I love children. I love working with them.
I do too. I do too. I can work with them all day.
Why didn't you have just more than one child? That's too personal for you? You should
know,
have a house full, as wonderful as you are.
I really wanted a house full. I really did.
Did you really?
But it just didn't work out that way.
God
As
didn't
a matter
plan it
of
that
fact, shortly before we divorced, I miscarried.
Oh.
Yeah, so I did have two, but you know, one didn't. But that was shortly before, and I guess it was best after, you know,
Right.
that
After
all
what you went through
happened.
and have a baby to raise.
Yeah. So it was best. One was hard, but not. Two would have been even harder. So
Right.
I guess it was best that.
And I'm going to touch just a moment on your breast cancer because women need to know that.
Right.
You went through it, what, 5 years ago or 15
Oh no
years ago?
no! It's been really almost 17 years.
Really?
Uh-huh.
Because we have a beautiful lady who works here who went through that. And
Is that right?
She did a show with me for November for, you know, Cancer Awareness Week.
Right.
Month, I should say. Yeah, so.
Well, I think that all women should get their mammograms because this is how I discovered my breast cancer was through my mammogram, and it was very, very small. As a matter of fact, my oncologist and my provider really didn't want me to do a mastectomy, but I felt that I was finished having children and my breast had failed in that area, so I really didn't need it anymore. And anybody, if you love me for me and not the
Yes.
breast. So I just went on and had a mastectomy, and it was so small, it was less than 1 centimeter.
But you did what you wanted to do.
And I did what I wanted to do, and this is what they had to come to some conclusion.
And right now you're doing wonderful things. You got
I am
children's
doing
books.
wonderful.
You can take a person's name and you can make a, what do you call this, like Ophelia?
This
you gave
is
me one.
that is our name research. Let them see yours that I brought you.
Okay.
I do a word search on names. I've gone through so many names during
I
my
want
teaching.
you to read that if we can. We don't have much
Oh,
time.
okay. We
but
don't
it's
have much
beautiful.
time?
No.
This is my word search.
Beautiful. For
For,
Angela.
my name search, not word search. Name search for a part of my business, and it's the origin is Greek, and it means angel.
Really? I can be a little devil sometimes.
Yeah, well, she's charitable and
Yes.
caring in
Yes.
everything she does.
Right.
Her beauty is truly unforgettable. She
Woo!
is a natural-born leader.
Right.
Her family praises her love and devotion. Angela believes life is a gift to be treasured.
Okay.
She admired for her sweet charm. She enjoys the excitement of the unknown. Initiative, she can trust her instincts.
You believe
Does
our
that,
time?
does that work you with
That's
you?
me.
I'm glad.
Our
I'm
time is
glad.
up. You're going to have to come back for a second show.
I will be
Would you like
delighted.
that? Our 30
I will
minutes
be
have just flown
delighted.
by.
Yeah.
I wanna